on the beat, right?
Y'all seen the title? Yes, I know you seen that title. So you know I finally met the kids. So if you are new, my name is Tiana Lynn Norman, and this is Young and Stepmom Reality, where I express my journey on becoming a stepmom and being young, dating someone with kids. If you are returning, thank you for being here. If you have yet not done it, can you guys please hit that subscribe button because it matters to me. So today is the day I tell the story about how I met my husband's kids. Thanksgiving 2013 is when I met the kids. So now I know that people are going to go back to my other videos and say, I thought you said it was 3 months before you met the kids. So for those who need some type of clarification, I met my husband September 18th. I met the kids November 28th. So technically it was a month. Technically it was 2 months and a week. If you want to be, that confirmed. I say 3 months, maybe a little bit more than 3 months, because I met them on Thanksgiving, but I still wasn't around them. I still wasn't even starting to be consistently around them until January, or maybe like the second, third week of January, because I had met them. Like I said, I met them in November, but I was around like maybe once a week, or like not even once a week, so, and then I spent Christmas with them, which was a whole nother story within itself, but that story will come. But yeah, so that was why I said 3 months, because I still wasn't around them like that. I still wasn't consistent around them until January. So that's why I say 3 months, because if you add it up, I still wasn't around them like that. So I say 3 months, and technically I'm pretty sure I wasn't consistently around them until a little bit after that. So here comes the story time, that's basically what this channel is. Here comes the story time. So like I said, I met my husband September 18th, and drawing a blank. So Thanksgiving is coming up. So here we go, the story time. Thanksgiving was coming up, and he had recently just got out of court. And to me, I was thinking he was going to get custody of his kids, or there was something going on. But court ended up being continued. And so he was just like, I want to spend Thanksgiving with you, but, I'm going to have my kids on Thanksgiving. So I was just, are you okay with, having Thanksgiving with me and my kids? And so I'm just like, okay, to me, I'm like, yes, finally I get to meet the kids, I was hyped in my head, because I'm sitting here like, dang, finally I get to meet the kids, because I know we haven't been talking that long, but I just knew, I knew I was going to be with him. I knew I was going to spend the rest of my life with him. And I kid you not, y'all probably going to call me petty and just young-minded or whatever for this, but 2 weeks after meeting this man, I knew in my head, I love this guy. I have felt that little petty childhood love, or whatever you felt like you thought you were in love. But to me, it literally was 2 weeks, and I just knew it. I was just like, this is not he doesn't treat me like anybody ever treated me before. I feel the respect just pouring out of him. Girl, when you know, you know. So to me, I'm like, finally I get to meet the kids. This is so exciting. And yeah. So Thanksgiving was at my mom's house, because, I lived with my mother still. So, I'm helping prep for Thanksgiving dinner, and, there's a knock at the door, and I'm like, oh, this is it, y'all. So I hear the kids like, where are we? So I open the door, and they're just staring at me. They're just staring at me. So he's like, oh, this is my friend Tiana, and, we're going to have Thanksgiving dinner with her. And so the look on them, they still were staring me down like, who is she? So they're walking into my house just staring at me so they immediately one thing about them is that they're not shy. They're really not shy. Like, I mean, maybe my youngest is, but she once she warm up, it's like, you know. So, oh, I do need to add in that I did meet the 3-year-old before on a previous occasion. Like, I did meet her because we were out. And he had no, he came to pick me up from a bus stop. He had his brother's car and he came to pick me up from a bus stop, and she was in the back seat. I didn't even know she was in the back seat at first. He was like, turn around, and I just turned around and I looked and she was in the back seat. But that was like a brief moment. Like, he dropped me off and then that was done. Like, I said hi to her, she said hi, and then that was it. Like, that was it. So, like, this was like the full-blown meet all the kids, meet. So, you know, they go and they're like, my mom had this really big coffee table, and so they're going and they're sitting at the coffee table and they're playing, and I immediately just jumped right in there. You know, I'm not shy, y'all. If you know me, you know I'm full of energy, I'm bubbly, and I'm in your face. So I just, you know, jumped in there and, like, you know, I started we're doing this little clay string thing my mom had bought for them, and we're doing it, and they're like, you know, just playing with me. We're just playing. We're just click, you know, at least that's what I thought. You know, so the oldest, she was just like shunning me straight up. Like, she would say little things to me, like not rude things, but like she would just like say, oh, hi, or, you know, da 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 da, or, oh, what are you guys doing? But she just would not. She was just like, we're not about to be cool. And so she was like, Daddy, I want to go home. And he was like, okay, well, we got to eat. And, you know, we got to, you know. So she just like, you know, she chilled. She stayed chilled. You know, my mom talked to her. She kind of clicked with my mother. So, like, my mom had her in the kitchen helping and stuff like that. But overall, I just felt like, you know, it was a good first meet. Like, you know, like, I didn't really feel like there was anything too strong about what was going on. Like, I don't know. It was just like, that was just our meet. Like, we had dinner, we played games, and I feel like, personally, I feel like a lot of stepmoms are so, like, distant at the beginning. And me, I'm not a distant person. You either gonna like me or you're not gonna like me, whether you a kid, a baby, a auntie, a uncle, ex-wife. You either gonna like me or you don't like me. It's not gonna, like, it bothers me when people don't like me. Well, it used to bother me when people don't like me, because I'm a very emotional person. I feel like I give my all to people. And so, like, when somebody doesn't like me, I used to cry. I used to cry so much. Now, if you don't like me, that's your loss, because I'm a great person. I like to, you know, I'm very loyal and I'm a very great friend. And so, like, if you don't like me, that's your loss. Point blank, period. But that was the story on how I met the kids. So that is all. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next video.